Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Yellen speaks today, and once she started talking about how the interest rates are rolling back to zero, and they want to do um, unregular monetary policy tools, non-conventional, which means quantitative easing. Gold and silver, just all the miners just turned green right on a dime, and the dollar fell as well. So don't expect anything more from Janet Yellen in terms of raising interest rates this year. Look for more quantitative easing. And then it says, right here, once she spoke, the dollar fell like 0.6%. Gold took off. Same with silver. But gold stocks, those are the high flyers. And silver hasn't moved yet. So the high flyers bounced off their supports and they took a step higher. Oil was on the way down and it kind of bounced, but you'll see it's more of a bearish retracement after it fell apart. So there you go. I don't think the Fed has any credibility anymore. I don't think they're in control of anything. Once inflation starts, you really can't take a handle on it. But yesterday I was expecting S&P to go down, and unfortunately I was wrong. It kind of bounced, obviously, with Janet Yellen's speech, with quantitative easing. Yes, the Dow is going to keep going up and hyperinflate for no reason. No economic reason why the Dow and the S&P are going up. But we are at a double top, so we'll keep watch. Otherwise, let's see if we can reach the other end of this and make a, I mean, this thing is so bearish, they're going to have to pump money into it to make it look good until the next election, is what I think. And what is that, next November, right? So all the way through the summer, blah, blah, blah. See what happens. But I was wrong about this. I thought it was going to churn over here, but it just it took off and broke a previous high. So we'll see what happens. Can't account for quantitative easing, I guess. Here's the dollar, how it just fell apart all of a sudden. Boom. And like I stated before, that's a bearish flag. We had a exhaustion move, came down, pumped up during the night, and just fell all day long. So longer term on the dollar, let's look at a monthly since we're coming up on a monthly close here in a couple days. So look how that is turning out. Broke a previous low. Last and final, let's see, next one is 94, and 93.5 is probably the last bit of support. So keep watching on that. Gold, you can see on a weekly, it just shot up. I believe it's above 50% of this candle, so now we're in bullish territory again, which is also correlated to the 8. If we can close above the 8 on this week, that'll be awesome. But from what I understand, options are expiring on Friday. I may be wrong, but I haven't looked at option pages in a while, so I could be wrong on that. But as far as I know, March is full of expirations. Silver, same thing. We got this consolidation over the 34. We have the 13 and the 8 crossed above. What we need to do before Friday is close above 1550. That's where we need to be on silver. And just to look at the 5-hour chart, it was looking like it wanted to go down. It got pulled down really hard and it just shot up. Same with gold on the short term. It wanted to be pulled down and then it's kind of slingshotted up. So gold and silver are still, even though gold already ran, it's doing a high level consolidation. It's ready. On a 5-hour chart, we moved above the 34, which is awesome. On daily, we moved above the 34, which is great. And we are hopefully closing on the week above the EMA 8. And as well, on a monthly, look how that's closing out. It bounced really hard off of its 34 monthly moving average. So there you go. That is a badass bounce. Right on target. Same with silver. But silver has not moved yet, and I am counting on silver to move. We need to close the month above 1550. I think it's got wheels. It's gonna, once it goes, it's not gonna ask any questions. It's just gonna go. Where it stops, hopefully above 18. Crude, same thing. That was your best short. And once Yellen got off the podium, it kind of bounced. But like I said, that looks like more of a bearish retracement. Back to the 8 and see if we can get to that 8 at least. Some good plays from somebody in the chat there, or the Google comments. Nugget, once Yellen got off the podium, this thing just took off. But what I'm looking at is it's filling the gap. So we'll see if it has any legs. Fills the gap. Let's see if we can close above the 8 on a weekly. See where we're at. Yep, we're above the 8 now. So good call, good play. We got a higher low on the week, and it just took out this previous high right here. Stay above this previous high for the week, and you're good to go for the next. And we got lots of support. Lots of support. So what I'm saying is watch this gap being filled. Maybe it's a gap and run, but it hit the gap resistance and kind of backed off. It's close to its high, close near its high, so it looks good. Great play if you were catching that on the support line here. I probably wouldn't have played it unless, well, depending on what chart I'm looking at. Yeah, it's a good play. You got previous high break here from 56 to 63. Pretty nice. Sell into resistance. You know that those gaps are support and resistance lines. So maybe even from a 60 move to 63. I mean, that's still a great move. First Majestic also was in play. As soon as Janet Yellen was speaking, dollar was dropping out of the sky. And I probably wouldn't have played this unless I was breaking previous highs. But it did fill the gap and moved higher. But right now you got a lower high on a 5-hour chart. So it gapped down, filled the gap. Looks like it's running. Gap and run. Look for a high level break above 7 if you're not in it. Always keep your stops below so you don't get whipsawed and as it breaks down if it does a head fake on you. One chart that I really love, thinking about jumping in here, is this Cliffs Natural Resources CLF. You see on a weekly chart, it is ready, primed and ready. It's 8 is crossing over the 34. It's already retraced back to the 8 and made a big splash as price met 34 and the 8 on a weekly chart. Look for a previous high break here, about 318, and go for a ride. Previous high break is this one right here. Other than that, I got more support on my DNN, but it's such a small stock. I mean, small position. Not much else going on. Looks like gold and silver are where it's at. More quantitative easing. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried negative interest rates. What a horrible scene these Keynesians have created. It looks like the Pentagon and the CIA are having a battle over their proxy war in Syria. So everything's just really screwed up. Looks like Russia has its last laugh. It's just ridiculous what we're dealing with. But I bought some junk silver the other day, right before Yellen got on that podium. Some junk silver, not a lot. I don't make a lot of money, so it was enough to feel good. And hopefully we can get these silver stocks running. Hopefully we can all make a ton of money and convert it back to silver and gold and change this monetary system so we can have a free market again. That's what I'm shooting for. Anyway, share, like, and comment. Let me know what's going on out there, and have a good one.